What's going on, y'all? What it is? So let's go ahead and slide on these topics. And the first thing I want to discuss is Rich Homie Quan. So we know that Rich Homie Quan had been too long passed away. He passed away on September the 5th at the age of 34. Now, it came out about a week or so ago that there was a lot of DRUGS that was found in his system, and that's what led to his untimely passing. Now, there was a lot of questions around the passing of Rich Homie Quan. Some of us felt that it was mighty funny that he ended up passing away before he was set to take the stand to testify against Young Thug. And then also we were questioning the people that he had around him and the lack of awareness that they had given the nature of the situation. You had a brother that went upstairs after he left Rich Homie Quan downstairs. He came back downstairs about an hour or two and saw Rich Homie Quan on the floor with food in his mouth, which made me pose the question, along with many others, if you saw your brother laying on the kitchen floor with his eyes wide open with food in his mouth, why didn't you call the police and the ambulance right then and there? And to me, I'm just keeping it all the way real, as a brother, you gave a lackluster effort to make sure that your brother was safe. I don't care about you putting him on the couch and things of that nature. I know that they try to blame it on the fact that they are used to seeing Rich Homie Quan in that state per se, but they never said that they were used to seeing Quan passed out with food in his mouth, which is a core difference from Quan just being passed out, right? And just sleeping hard. So at the end of the day, I believe that as soon as you saw that brother with food in his mouth passed out, you should have made the right decision right then and there and called the ambulance. And I really don't care about his brother saying that he checked Quan when he put him on the couch. You're not a medical professional. Call the experts, let them assess Quan, because when you're dealing with a serious situation like that, you have to be on your P's and Q's because time is of the essence. But anyway, there's body cam footage that has been released from when the POs arrived on the scene. They're asking Quan's baby mother questions. They're asking Quan's father questions. But what's interesting to me is that 5-0 proceeded to call Homie, and I'm abbreviating here because it's a dignified platform, but you'll see what I'm talking about. But given the fact that Quan had no visible injuries, I don't know why would you call Homie, because for all they know at that particular point, Quan could have just had a medical emergency. Now, I don't know how that particular process works given the nature of the situation, but I thought that they would wait for a toxicology report, and upon findings of wounds and things of that nature, then they would go and call Homie. But anyway, I want you guys to check out these clips and I'll be back.
Atlanta Police Department. He's staying to look at where the area where he's located. Are you? What's your name?
His dad.
Who's dad?
Yeah.
What's your first name?
Corey.
What's your last name?
Lamar.
What's a good number for you, Mr. Lamar? Okay. So who else lives here other than him?
His brother, he's in the house.
Okay.
His engineer was here.
Okay.
And his girl, his kid's mom.
His kid mom. Now, can you show me where he was found at?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in. Well, what happened? Well, from what Dre tell me, Andre is his brother. Dre said,
we got a couple more people coming. Just give you a heads up, okay?
Dre said, I'm gonna tell you what Dre told me.
Okay, you said Dre?
Yeah, that's his brother. Dre said they had smoked the They came upstairs. Dre went upstairs to his room. Quan stayed in the kitchen. At some point or another, Dre came back downstairs and he saw Quan on the floor in the kitchen. And he picked Quan up. And when he picked him up, he said Quan was breathing hard.
Okay.
He laid him on the sofa. He was snoring. I'm sorry if they were snoring. So he laid him on the sofa. He went back upstairs. And when he came, so he checked him and stuff. Like he was said that he was breathing. And said that he laid him on the sofa. And Dre went to take the Sprinter to the shop for me. And I missed three calls from Amber, who was his girl, who was his baby mama. And she texted me. She was like, "Please call me." She was like, "Please call me. I'm finna call the ambulance." So when she said that, I was in Decatur. I immediately came here, and when I got here, they had him on the stretcher, and they had that thing on his chest, with his arms up. So entertain him, man. He do drugs.
Is the blunt still in there that he smoked?
They probably smoked the blunt, bro.
Smoked the blunt.
But another one of his kids, mom. I talked to her since today, and she was on the phone with him up until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. She said.
2 o'clock.
And she said that she said he ordered some food. She said he told her he took a pill. And while they were on the phone talking, he was drinking. And she was like, "Why is you drinking that lean?" And you say you just took. You follow what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna deny, man. Like and when I say every man, you know, as a parent, they only gonna let you see so much.
Okay.
But it's like I know, like when I talk to him, I know when he high, and I know when he not. Me and him spoke on the phone several times yesterday. He wasn't high. You follow me? But I think our last conversation, it was daytime. May have been like 3 o'clock or something. He wasn't high, but she did. And I told her, I said, "Tell me the truth, don't lie to me." She did tell me he was high, man.
He was high.
She
So you found him on the floor?
Yeah, I put him on the sofa. Because he was snoring. He was snoring. He was still snoring. He was asleep. Like, and I see he had food in his mouth. So I'm like, how the f*** fall asleep with food in it?
This is the food that was eating?
It was like 3 in the morning.
Look at this. Does he sleep like that?
He sleep hard.
Nah, like with his eyes like that.
Yeah, he sleep hard. I would have called somebody if I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if it didn't look normal, I would have been dead. But like I've seen him sleep like that before.
But with the mouths and stuff like that, yeah.
It's fine when I came back, but when I got up just now.
So you saw him last on the sofa or the floor?
Sofa. They told me to put him on the floor.
On the floor. But I put him on the sofa.
Okay.
I'm the one that dragged him and put him right here.
Okay.
You cover him? Okay. Then when you came back from dropping the kids to school, you went upstairs?
No, I went back in our room.
You went back in our room?
Yeah, but when he came back, he was still asleep.
You were still asleep, okay. So he came back when at what time? Like
8:15, 8:30.
8:15, 8:30 was still sleeping? Okay. Then
I need a contact number.
What's his name?
the Quantis Lamar. The Quantis. Is that Rich Homie Quan?
That's what I was thinking at first. I'm just thinking.
I didn't know somebody at a party last.
He stays here, I told you. That's what I was thinking.
Is he an artist or something? Is he an artist? Entertainer?
I swear, he's not boyfriend. Dude's not helpful. I swear.
Yeah.
You can find exactly.
Exactly. Is he an artist or something?
Yes.
What's his stage name?
Rich.
You told me? Okay. What's your name?
Amber Williams.
What's a good contact number for you? Okay. And what's your date of birth number? Okay. Okay, look, they're working on him. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna take him to the hospital.
Is anything got a pulse or anything?
He has his eyes open, so they're just trying to, whatever they're pumping right now. If something was gonna happen, they want to take him to the hospital, so they're about to take him to the hospital right now. Okay. So that means that great is the best, and that means they got something they can work with. Okay. So you didn't order any DoorDash, nothing at all?
No, he orders all the time.
You order all the time? Okay.
Yeah, he does that every day.
Every day, okay. I'm on 47 call at 4680 Hamden Forest Drive Southwest. Got called out here. Girlfriend stated that this morning she woke up around like 6:45, 7 o'clock to drop her kids off to school, and she noticed that her baby father was asleep on the couch. He was breathing like very hard. Cover him up. They didn't think nothing of it. She stated that when she came back, he was still breathing. She went to bed, woke up around like 11 o'clock, and when she went downstairs and she touched him, and she noticed that his body was cold. That's when she called 911. I spoke to several people in the house, including his brother and his engineer. The brother stated that they saw him on the floor around like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning this morning. He was, sleep, breathing. He was sleeping, breathing, with no issues, and he picked him up and put him on the couch. That's what I got for now. He doesn't have any underlying disease, any medical issues or anything. And I asked him, did he take anything? They said no. He don't think he took anything. But the last thing that he actually ate was some food that he ordered possibly from DoorDash.
Okay, you said you were where again? I'm sorry. Okay, what's the name and date of birth of the decedent?
It's not deceased as of yet. They took him to the hospital. But when the Grady and fire were on scene, they were working on him. It doesn't appear to be alert or conscious. So they took him to the hospital. There's no pulse as of yet. So they will let me know if they're 48. I'm just advising the one I got for now.
Oh, so he's been transported to the hospital for medical treatment. He was not 48 when you got to the house.
No, he wasn't alert, conscious, no breathing when I got to the house.
And there's nothing suspicious when you got there surrounding his need for medical attention?
Grady was already working on him by the time I got there, because they got there before me. Based on what I'm seeing, they had him on the floor, on the couch. I didn't see anything suspicious, but the only thing that, they showed me a picture of him when his brother showed me a picture of him where they picked him up on the floor, sometime last night. This morning, but they said, he fell asleep with the food in his mouth, and the way his eyes look, it was kind of weird. But I asked, does he sleep like that with his eyes open like that? And they said, yeah, that's how you sleep. But they said that the male, it's like he fell. It looks like he fell, but it looks like he fell on the floor. But the way the male were looking, it was kind of like, the male was on the floor too. So they found it kind of weird, but they didn't think nothing of it.
Okay, what I'm asking is does he have he didn't have any wounds, no like blunt force trauma or anything like that?
Negative.
I copy. And how old is he?
34-year-old. Stand by. I think the other officer called me right now. Yo.
You said how old?
Yeah. What you said? He's 34 years old. What you said? Yeah, I'm talking right now. Yeah.
And he was transported to Grady for further medical treatment. I would do an information report.
Yeah. Okay.
Just in case, he does 48 and we have it documented. Just do a 39 and just notate everything that you observed and, non-miscellaneous crime information report.
Copy. What's your unit number and your name?
4123. Wortham. WORTHAM. Just notate in the narrative what Grady bus transported him also, please.
Copy. Yeah, what you're saying, Reyes? Because there's a lot going on. I mean, they want to play as a 39 for now, but this is not alert. I mean, if it wasn't alert and conscious, they would have called it. What? Yeah, it's not fully 48, exactly. So if it wasn't alert conscious, they would have called it. So.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. And there's a lot of bogus accusations circulating online. One of those accusations is the fact that some people believe that Rich Homie Quan's brother and his baby mom were messing around and they conspired together to take Rich Homie Quan out, allegedly. That's just a crazy rumor. I'm not gonna believe that. They're also calling out Rich Homie Quan's baby mother for trying to duck the body cam in the initial video, and then when she appeared on video, a lot of people are saying they didn't see any tears when she was supposed to be crying. I zoomed in, I couldn't tell if she was crying or not. Now, a lot of people are pointing out the fact that Quan's brother didn't seem emotional at all, and his brother was laying right there in front of him. But when he got to Quan's funeral, he broke down, and I'll say to that people handle grief differently. He was just probably in a state of shock. You know what I'm saying? So I will try to give him the benefit of the doubt in that regard. But I will say that the police didn't call the homie line for nothing. If they didn't suspect any type of suspicion, you know. Now, another thing that I find suspicious, and this is probably what prompted 5-0 to call homie, is the fact that you remember the 5-0 said on the call that Quan's brother showed him a picture of Quan laid out on the floor in that state. And I'm thinking to myself, why would Quan's brother actually take a picture of him looking like that? Now, I do understand there's been times where I've been drunk and friends have took pictures of me while I was asleep, and then the next day they'll send them to me, you know, and it's a crazy photo, how I was asleep, what position I was in, and you know, it's all laughs and jokes and stuff. But anyway, I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just saying what the internet is saying. It does come across a little suspicious and things like that, but they said that he passed away because he had a good amount of drugs in him. And so we're gonna stick with that for now. But anyway, I wanna move along and talk about Diddy because there's two interesting things that I wanna talk about. So the first thing being is the fact that the lawyer Busby, who's representing 120 alleged victims, is saying that there's big time celebrities, big name celebrities that are paying off some of these victims so they won't be publicly named. Then on top of that, it seems as though that Diddy's private jet has been tracked across the pond, New Zealand to be exact. So is Diddy really in jail? Because we haven't seen that mugshot, and you remember I just told you guys about 2 or 3 weeks ago that my plug told me that Diddy is not in jail, that they're saying that he is in witness protection. So why haven't we seen a mugshot yet? It's not to say that he's not there, but something is really odd about this. But before I give you my true thoughts, I'm gonna go ahead and play these couple of clips and then I'll be back.
We got an update in the Diddy case. The lawyer representing 120 alleged victims of Diddy says that many of the big celebrities have agreed to pay victims to avoid being publicly named. Now, this comes as a disappointment. Previously, the lawyer stated that there were over 120 alleged victims, and they were going through filing the cases for the stories that sounded legit, and that a lot of names were about to be released to the public that were involved with Diddy, and they were just waiting for the suit to be filed. Now they're saying the suit will not be filed because many of the big celebrities have agreed to pay the victims off instead. And I get like wanting some type of compensation out of this, but I hate the fact that now this happened, we didn't get the list, and now it's looking like we're not going to get the Diddy list either. Like, bro, we want to know who was involved in these. If it was really that egregious and these people were doing sick, demented shit, don't take the money up front. Take these, it's a slippery slope because some people need just financial help and shit, bro, and I get that, bro. But fam, I want to see like who, like, come on, man. We can't be having walking the earth because then the same going to happen. Nothing's going to change. Crazy, man.
Something weird is going on, bro. P. Diddy's private jet just made another move. Not just any move. He went somewhere that when he was out of jail, he would consistently frequent. And that's Cabo San Lucas. A lot of y'all was saying things like, it's probably his kids on the plane. You can also rent the plane out to people. And all that is cool. But when the plane starts going places that you specifically go to, frequently, that becomes a red flag. Is Diddy in jail or is he not? This is getting ridiculous. And it hasn't been reported by any media, but you can see it on the flight tracker that he went from Auckland to Cabo San Lucas. Is it possible? Is it possible that Diddy isn't even in jail? That Diddy is actually out in the real world right now, where they're pretending that he's in jail for America propaganda? Is it possible that he got some sort of deal that we're not aware of? Now, don't get me wrong, somebody simply could just be on the plane. His kids could just be on a plane, stuff like that. But I think it's weird when the private jet starts going places you used to go. That's just weird to me.
Now, as you can see here, that Diddy's private jet was spotted in New Zealand. And you can also see the jet actually taking off a couple of days ago. So listen, it could be colleagues of his, it could be family of his, but because I haven't seen a mugshot yet, I'm leaving the possibilities wide the hell open. Because JE had a mugshot, HW had a mugshot, and look, Diddy could very well be behind bars, but where is his mugshot? That's all I'm asking. Because it seems as though to me that Diddy could potentially be just flying around across the pond, out of sight, out of mind. Now, as far as certain celebrities paying off these alleged victims because they don't want to be named in any type of indictments and things like that, it just lets me know that there's a lot of YT people, powerful YT people involved. That's it. There's nothing else to say. There's a lot of YT people that are powerful, that sit at the top. They're higher than Diddy, that are involved. And so this is the reason why it seems as though that Attorney Busby is coming out saying, oh, well, the victims are taking the money and they're not trying to expose the particular person and things like that. Listen, why not take the money and expose the person? I don't think that when people be victimized in such a manner that they should be able to pay money not to be named, not to be put on blast, not to be exposed, you know? I mean, it's just an easy way out. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.